One of my best friends. He's a beautiful person, man. Good soul, like a light in my life. One of the few friends I still have left in my life. That's always kind of been, that energetic, good person. And as he's growing older, he's traveling and fell more and more into this lifestyle of clean eating, clean living, good energy, gratitude, love. And he came and shared that with me without even, I don't even know if he meant to do so. It was, I think, intuitively for him. He knew, like, hey, my friend Rocky was friends with in childhood, haven't spent much time with. It sounds like he needs someone strong to be there with him. And he came and we helped each other, and I helped him start a smoothie business, and he helped me just talking to me and living around me and showing me this lifestyle. And that was, it was a much of a journey between there as well. I definitely had my steps, my slips and my steps backwards as well. But, it came together to the point of where I'm sitting right now and of having the morning routine that I discussed. And these are all small things that still help me every day. I still listen to YouTube videos constantly when I'm just working out or walking or feeling down or low. I just put on a positive tape that allows me to just breathe and understand that I'm not alone in this, that there's plenty of help out there, whether I can find a mentor, a counselor, a coach or not, it's already out there. And all I have to do is be open to receiving it and listen to it a little bit.
That's such an incredible journey, Rocky, that you have taken us on. What would you advise to somebody who is just starting out? They're just at that point that you were, that was, I'm ready for something different.
Yeah, so that is the first point. Once you're ready, you have to trust and believe in the process, because it will all unfold in front of you and it'll all be there. It's already within you. Once you understand that and want that, I think the first step is getting rid of the distractions and the things that are no longer serving you and serving what you really want in your life and what you want to move forward to. For me, those things were friends, even to some extent family, and not because they were negative, because at that point in my life, it just wasn't serving me to listen to that kind of criticism and speech. And then from there, the music I was listening to, the movies I was watching, it was kind of like a full clearing of myself and my body. And then truly believing within me that there is something else out there. I do have goals and dreams and desires of wanting a better life and an amazing life. And that is possible no matter what situation I think I'm in, no matter what I've done, no matter what has happened, I can do that. And it's a slow process. As they say, healing isn't linear. This journey is not an easy one or just a clear shot, straight path by any means. But it is a beautiful journey, and you do learn and grow so much on the way. And it's like, for me, I'm not even close to the end. I still feel like a child or a baby, in this life path and what I'm doing. And I'm constantly learning every day. But the difference is now, instead of going to sleep to wake up for the next party the next night, I go to sleep excited to know, I know tomorrow will bring problems. I know tomorrow will bring amazing, beautiful situations as well. And I'm excited to face all of them.
So what are you doing now? You're no longer partying, you're no longer dealing, you're no longer over there. What do you do now?
So to rewind, when I was sitting in prison, I made a one-page business plan, among the business plans, and in my journal. And that business plan, when I was in India, I actually had the chance to put it in effect. And it's a human hair extension company. So while I started meeting people and vendors and manufacturers and working and learning and marketing on Facebook at the same time. So now 7, 8, 9 years later almost, I live in Los Angeles on the west side, where I always wanted to live, always talked about coming to California and living near the water. The business is incredibly successful. We have a tight-knit, really amazing team of people that have also known me, some of them since younger ages, and seen some of the things I went through, from my jaw injury to my troubles and everything. And we work hard and work amazingly and transparently for our clients and help other businesses all over the world, increase their business. And recently now I started writing my books about my past and bringing out my journals from prison and compiling them into one of my first books, and having the opportunity and time now to speak about my story and share it. Because this story is something I was so ashamed to admit for the first years of my marriage and for the first years of my business, and fears that it would bother my family, and fears that I would lose clients, and fears that people would look down on me if I spoke about it. And when I started, I realized that my fears were totally not true, that people found motivation and inspiration in what's happened to me, and it all came together to make sense.
So one more jail that you are no longer in, the jail of I can't tell my story because. That's a really powerful jail, Rocky, that so many people keep themselves locked into because they're afraid, or And there's a lot of feeling of, I'm ashamed of my story. And your ability to give yourself permission to come out of that jail. When was the first time that you told your story?
So I remember when I was in downtown Los Angeles and opened my showroom, that Yelp did a big promotion thing, and this big TV company came out to like interview me like for the business. And they asked me how the business started. And I had to lie. And I don't like to lie, but I had to because I couldn't say that I was in prison. I wrote this business plan there, especially on TV with my parents sitting right behind the camera and my ex-wife sitting right there. So I was like, oh, I was in India, and I just kind of meditated upon it, and that's why I was guru. And I remember how dirty I felt, after that for a